stuff was open.
That brings a whole different effect. Wow, 18. I don't think I'm supposed to win that, to be honest.
This is no place for you, sir. Don't come any closer. You guys fucking beast!
Oh, he on me? Yo, bitch. Yeah. Well, damn. Whole ass. Ho. He's so close to death. I think I found Albie. He's that stupid as stool, but tough. Did I kill that dude already? Nicely, next time we meet, I'll tell him he's accepted as the wet boot boy, and we must now meet the bosses. Wet boot boys. I don't know how I feel about that. So my man didn't hear none of that. Oh. I can't climb this. Oh shit, I didn't even know it was gonna. Well, here we go. It's cool that they do low screens, but it's also annoying. But so is everything else. Alright. I'm gonna leave because I don't even know where I'm at. And I didn't think it was gonna open like that for some reason. Come on, come on, come on. We gonna jump on it. This loading is real. Lowering strings like this will keep you from dying. Like, you don't want to deal with this again. All I hear is pianos or organs, I guess. Ha. Wow.
This is not the place for you, sir. Leech spotted! Watch out!
Damn. Damn. Oh. Oh. Ho. Ooh. With the close. You know we bamp and rob out here. Bamp and rob. Ooh. I hear a cat. There we go. We got a gun again, y'all. I'm gonna not reload it since apparently that wasn't a thing back in the day. Cause every time I try that shit just starts shooting. Whitechapel. Okay. Let me just make sure.
Good place for a stroll. Are you deaf?
Oh, I didn't even see you. Okay. I don't want it. Oh! They're gonna have to fight me in here. Oh. They fell for it. You find me close quarters. You're supposed to die. It's over for ya. I'm gonna slice you as soon as. Oh. And you're right behind them, you fucked up too. Oh. Oh ass. That was not easy, y'all. Sometimes if you're gonna get jumped, you gotta get into closer quarters because they can't all hit you. I'm pretty sure I got that from anime. Like 90% I got that from Holy Land. Oh, I have a gun. Well, I didn't think about the gun. Oh.
Not a good place for a stroll.
Yep. Sir, having observed the Pembroke Hospital for 2 weeks now, we can confirm vampire activity. First, we now have proof of the presence of a female leech inside the hospital. The beast is clever. She acts like a mental patient to hide her true unholy condition. I personally sneaked inside the hospital, heard the creature whine about her needs for blood since her body is decaying. This that girl that's sick, like everybody else. But it gets worse. The administrator of the Pembroke Hospital is Dr. Swansea, according to our team leader Amanda Tilton, who died yesterday in a fight against a skull by the canal. She's soft. He may be a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. If that's true, then there may be something big going on at the Pembroke. Maybe even a nest of vampires. So far it's only one. Well, two actually. Protected by those bloody traitors of the stole. We don't know what to do, but we are convinced you better come quickly with reinforcements and heavy gear. Oh, entertaining. There you go. Alright, I think we got everything. Oh, wait. Now we got everything. Yes, that's actual ammo. It's over. Wow, how did I not open it the first time? Niggas get robbed every day. I'm very confused. That didn't let me, so I go through this gate. Oh, duh. Yeah, forgot. I don't know. Oh, okay. We gonna make a little bit of everything. Oh wait. Improve fire. We're gonna do that. That's better. Awesome. guess. Blood absorption. Get some of that. Okay.
It's one of them! We have to stop it!
I didn't forget about you. Oh. Come on, bro. I'm a vampire. I don't know, but I'd say I'm getting better with this. The movement. The vampire movement's kind of cool. Alright, we're gonna go in. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Which is a hiding spot then. Oh, were we here before? Okay, I just want to see if there was another way to get inside the hideout. I meant to hit him, but I took a bite of the rabbit. Fire executioner. Well, damn.
More and more of these bloody leeches every year. Aye. But the guards recruit more and more every year. When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol.
I do this for real, y'all. Serious. Oh yeah, though. I know. Let's make it to our mission. Oh my god. Alright, he's way scarier than he is a problem. But look at this body, yo. Jeesh. I don't want to open this gate and do the whole lowering screen shit. Damn. Oh. About to say, if I die here, bro.
It's locked.
That's a yes.
It's locked, all right.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. It's good to know I'm a moron, guys. We reached Whitechapel.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this pt2 fella. Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything, it ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this puppy.
Who is Benjamin?
Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
This note was found on a dead man, Albert. If that doesn't change your mind, then you must be ready to face the risks.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me.
My man
Go
said I'm
worry
about that
someone
life.
else. I'm fine and I've a future here.
Goodbye, young man.
I won't end up as another drunk arsehole. Suffering, not me.
You're signing a side mission on top of our other ship, but it's cool.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to
That
ask
man
you a
is
few
drunk.
questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you.
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just frayed me last nerve.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar. A coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now. Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
Damn, I thought I had it. Alright, we'll be back then.
I will see you later. A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
I'll not die in some piss stinking.
Yeah.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
I need to buy everything because I don't know what I need, and I'm too, like, whatever.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
Okay.
Goodbye, Miss Wanderer. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Perhaps. Oh, okay. I thought I was going the wrong way.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
I must insist, sir. Please let me see Nurse Crane.
I have no time for you, sir.
It's locked.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just met.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid. Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
So she's trying to help her fellow immigrants. Why would that make her a villain?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
How is business around here?
Business? I had no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Right then. Show me what you have.
I feel like they all have a little bit of the same stuff.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
You survive at any cost, even at the expense of others. Perhaps that's just the law of nature.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons. And that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Ooh.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Anyway. You got me talking to everybody. I dead don't got time for this.
Soon the time will come when you will all be judged for your sins. Even now,
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I must confess, some of my rational views have been shaken by recent events.
I'll remember to stay away from the district's roughest streets then.
I'm over here breezing through my music, my bad.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
If no one stops it, this epidemic could turn into a scourge. It may kill more people than the war itself.
Yes, this is another kind of war, but just as deadly. History will judge us all for what we did and what we did not.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
Bon Jovi and John Lennon drop some new heat.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna pick this up tomorrow morning, because